Welcome to the Baker Hotel. Once a thriving top destination resort, opened its doors in 1929, weeks just after the great stock market crashed, leading to one of the largest historical events in history, the Great Depression. The Baker Hotel opened under management of hotel tycoon Theodore Basher Baker, who was well known for owning several popular resorts in the Texas region. Central to the hotel's success were the mineral springs beneath the city that fed the hydro pump, supplying each of the 450 rooms with cold mineral water, which was said to have healing properties. In 1972, 30 years after the discovery of modern-day medicine, the veins of the old hotel ran dry, closing its doors for good, and has since sat in decay. Join us as we take a step back in time and explore the ghostly halls of the old abandoned Baker Hotel to see what's left behind. Just outside of town, as we were driving in, we realized that the old Spanish colonial revival-style building lived up to its legend, as it stood above the tree line, in elegance rising above the city. We were both mesmerized by the beauty and the architecture of the building. We didn't have time to properly set up our cameras, but it was time to enter. We could not risk being seen. The Baker Hotel was built by an architect named Wyatt C. Hedrick, who based the hotel's design off the Arlington Hotel, located in Hot Springs, Arkansas, which was a successful mineral wells resort. Today, the hotel stands in success, and you can still see the old remnants of its former days of mineral well springs left inside the building.
Dude, I'm fucking sweating so bad.
In 1934, due to financial issues, Theodore Baker was forced to hand over management to his nephew, Earl Baker. The fate of the Baker Hotel was decided. It would spend the rest of its life under management of Earl Maynard Baker until the day he would die from a heart attack while he was living in the Baker Suite. Stories that haunt within the old decaying walls of the Baker Hotel. The legend of the taxidermied body in the lobby. It's been said that during a party on the 12th floor of the Baker Suite balcony, a drunken woman tried to jump into the pool from it. Instead, she plunged to her death and was later found in the courtyard dead. Since nobody knew who the woman was at the party, she was embalmed, and the hotel placed her taxidermied body on display in one of the street view windows, in hopes to one day identify her body. The legend of the bloody kitchen. We decided we were going to descend into the basement now, where one of the bloodiest murder scenes this hotel would ever experience took place. Legend has it, the cook was having an affair with one of the maids that worked in the hotel. One day she came down, they had a fight in the kitchen. She threatened to tell his wife about their affair. In a rage, he stabbed her to death and stuffed her body in one of the pantries. You want to go down? Or we go up?
Oh my god, it's so creepy.
It's probably like service area or something. The legend of the crushed bellboy. Legend has it a bellboy was crushed in a service elevator accident down here as well, and days later died from his injuries in the hospital.
It doesn't smell though. It's like a splashed up from hitting the ground.
I think this is where the dining area is. Maybe not. That's more kitchen.
I would never be able to pee in front of anybody like that.
Alright, let's go up.
Something's leaking in this backpack, that's what it is.
Push. Whoa. Just down the creepy hall of the shoe shine booth, we found a machine we were unsure of, and while we filmed it, something happened. Listen and watch closely. What the fuck is this?
When we come out and see like cops or something, we'll be like, I thought I heard a little kid crying in there. So I got to check it out.
It's like a counter.
A money maker.
As we were exploring the creepy basement of the building, we both started to feel uneasy. We felt like we were not alone.
Where's the taser?
It's in that backpack.
In the which part?
The small part.
I'm gonna get it out. Is it charged?
Yeah. This fucking place is rad.
I swear to God, I saw something move down there. I'm not kidding. But it didn't make noise.
Let's go. Demons aliens live here. Shh.
Brian, don't go down there. Please, don't leave me. Don't leave me.
You got the door? I hope that didn't just lock us in. You wish the elevator still worked? We're almost there. We're at the top. When we reached the ballroom balcony, we were saddened by the disrespect of graffiti in such a beautiful place. All we could do is shake our heads. Watching the sun set in the bell tower of the historical resort gave us both a feeling we'll never forget as we looked out for miles over the city of mineral wells. Many celebrity guests have visited the old rooms of this hotel in its prime. Judy Garland, Lawrence Welk, Glenn Miller, and even Bonnie and Clyde have stayed a few nights here on the run. Oh shit.
Yeah, I know.
Oh wow, that's freaking rad. Yeah.
What about over here? Closet.
Is this like the suite?
I bet you this was a whole entire floor suite, huh?
Probably. Is this the bathroom?
What's at the mirror?
Wow, look at that tub. The luxurious resort had many advancements for its time. The doors to each of the rooms had locks that would automate the lights and fans when a guest would enter and leave the room. Oh my god, look it down there. Get a picture of that. Holy crap. This is where those kids were dropping shit, look.
Hold this for a second.
The hotel was fully air-conditioned by the 1940s, which added to the appeal to the luxurious resort. There were also laundry chutes on each of the floors for better, faster service.
Look at. It's a little door in the big door, and there's another one on this side.
Huh. That's weird.
Look at.
That is such a weird door. Oh, that felt like air conditioning.
You know what this reminds me of? You know in Scooby-Doo when they're like all running out the doors and like chasing each other and running past each other? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
Look at that
they'll be
door.
like, shoo, 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 running
It's all
like,
like opening
past-
and shutting doors.
running
And...
past each other through the hallway, like trying to catch each other.
Whoa.
That wallpaper.
Yeah. I'm afraid of
I don't want to stand on there. I don't want to share.
Oh my god, look at that wall. It just like totally collapsed. See it right there on the ground? That's all ceiling.
That's ceiling,
The legend of the suffering boy. The Baker Hotel had many sick patients that would visit the Mineral Springs Resort in hopes to cure their diseases. One of the patients happened to be a boy sick with leukemia. Legend has it, the boy spent the last of his days suffering from the disease in one of these old, decrepit rooms, and still walks the halls today. Blue walls, pink bathroom.
Purple. It's like purple. I guess somebody really needed a tub and a toilet. See?
The legend of the fresh air ghost. The bank tellers that worked across the street in the local bank noticed that the windows were opening and closing one day. To prove that they weren't crazy, they kept track of a map and noticed each day the order of the windows would change. Were they urban explorers, or were they really ghosts? There's probably so much more to this building than we guessed.
I know. I want to come back.
Huh?
Oh, great. Go look here for free. This would be so scary.
halls of the 7th floor. Some say that you can still hear the disembodied high heels of Virginia Brown echoing through the barren halls. The legendary ghost of these halls was known as the red-haired woman in white, who was living on the 7th floor. One day she was dumped by her boyfriend after she became depressed. In the end, her madness drove her over the edge of the 13th floor balcony. Some say she was in love with Earl Baker himself, who was divorced and not interested in remarrying. She still roams the halls of the 7th floor, waiting for her next victim to hauntingly flirt with.
So this place is like hella watched right now. Sorry if you guys can't see me. But we came back for a shot over here. I don't know if this guy's fucking. Oh. But here is the main shot right here. I see people like everywhere. Alright, we're done. And that right there. Alright, we out. Little lady over there. And she just saw me. I got what I came for. We're good. She probably thinks that I'm fucking vandalizing, but I'm not. That's the intro.
After the veins of the old hotel dried up, it has since sat wasting away in decay, and the future of the old Mineral Wells Resort has been uncertain until now.
Alright, time to go home.
Today, there is hope for the slowly decaying building. The city of Mineral Wells has brought in developers to estimate the cost to restore the old Baker Hotel. The resort that costed $1.2 million to build would cost investors roughly $63 million to restore. Over the last 5 years, talk of renovations and rebuilding have been underway. The team working on the domestic economical project has many obstacles and avenues to explore. One of them being government and federal funding, creating local tax incentives along with federal tax credits. The historic building just qualified for EB5 status in January, allowing foreigners to a $500,000 buy-in to investments, in turn, receiving a visa to sweeten the deal. In the beginning, the citizens of Mineral Wells voted yes on a proposition for economical tax. It was made to collect an eighth of a cent, raising the first $4 million towards the huge project. Today, the citizens of Mineral Wells have collected 43 of their $63 million project to reopen the Baker Hotel, giving the residents of Mineral Wells hope that one day the heart of their city will beat again.